Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's reading, we're doing what does your higher self want you to know? And I'm picking my pal. I'm super excited for this one. So don't forget to hit that notification bell. Follow me on Instagram. Bye guys. So we have here 4 beautiful piles. Pile number 1 with this carnelian. Pile number 2 with the rose quartz. Oh my god, this is red jasper. My bad. I don't know why I said carnelian. But that's red jasper. This is pink quartz. We have here citrine with pile number 3. And then we have black tourmaline with pile number 4. Please pause the video if needed. Meditate on these. Let's go. So for my viewers that picked pile number 1 with this red jasper, what does your higher self want you to know right now? This is like ultimate, the ultimate reading today because we need it. We have here, my healing is already in process. So a lot of you guys are walking into healing. It could have been healing trauma, healing from a car accident, healing from an illness. Maybe you have COVID and you're now healing. Well, I wish you the best of everything. We have here, my willingness to forgive begins with my healing process. I allow the love from my own heart to wash through and cleansing and healing every part of my body. Okay, so yes, you guys are definitely healing in some way. Has to be like from a relationship, a breakup, COVID, whatever it is, but you are healing. So that's what your higher self wants you to know. Good progress. So when we start off here, we have the 6 of Swords upright, the Hangman in reverse, and then the Ace. Okay. So your higher self wants you to know that your whole, way of being alone is pushing you to your full potential. Some of you guys are really going through it right now because you feel like you're alone in some part of your life. Like there's this loneliness, like, shattering around your life or just like floating around your life. This so-called loneliness, but this is the push that you need. I've realized, we feel the most loneliest when we don't know ourselves yet. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I love hanging out with myself. And I want everybody in this channel to get to that point where your love for yourself is so deep that you don't care to be alone. And I just don't want to be the Debbie Downer. But we're all going to die alone. So it's like in some place, in some way, we have to master the art of loneliness. And not make it seem like such a bad thing. Like we're the outcast, like all in the dust. Like no. In reality, some of us loners are the ultimate bosses. Because, hey, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it takes so much power within to pop out, especially with this Ace in the reverse. It's like this sense of you guys like waiting for this success but also dwelling on your current moment. And I'm here to tell you that dwelling and trying to get to the future fast, it sucks because then you're there and then 9 times out of 10, you're not going to enjoy it. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Like, the point is to be able to enjoy the moment now. Because if you think too further, you're just going to be desperate for that moment. And let's just say, okay, the moment comes. You're finally successful. You finally got the job. You finally are traveling. Now what? Now your soul is like, oh my God, what's next? It's the next high, the next drive. You know what I'm saying? When instead, you should be enjoying the drive. You should be enjoying the moment, enjoying the process. We have here the Knight of Wands in the upright, the Page of Wands and the upright, and Ace of Cups. So I have a really big message here. So if for pile number 1, if you guys were like contemplating on keeping a relationship in your life or a partner or a friendship, they're saying here you need to cut it out. Like cut it off. Cut it. So if you were contemplating on cutting a person off, this is your sign right here. Jayleen is giving you the sign to cut that person off because it is not, it is blocking your manifestations in a way. And blocking manifestations is not a bad thing, guys, okay? Like, everything comes at its perfect moment. Believe it or not, when we get certain things, we're like, wow, this was really the perfect moment. And that's how literally things come to us. But it's like when we're around the wrong energies, God knows our worth. You know, the universe knows our worth. Your ancestors know your worth, right? But when you don't know your worth, meaning, you know, they be in rooms that you don't be. They hear conversations that you don't hear about other people talking about you. So now the universe is like, I'm not giving this person their full blessings, their dreams, because they're still around people that we don't want them to enjoy it around them. We don't want them to be snooping around. We don't want them to be invited to the birthday party, so we're not going to throw the birthday party yet. It's like that type of energy. You see? We have here the Queen of Pentacles here. Next to the Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And I'm not getting poverty with this Five of Pentacles in the reverse. I'm getting more so people trying to drag you in the mud with them. You guys have been showing really great improvement in your life. You guys are empaths for some of you guys. You see here with this Ace of Pentacles, a lot is coming in your way. That's what your higher self wants you to know. But they want you to know to be aware of your surroundings, be aware of the things that you can't change, and be aware of the things that you don't like in your life, and try to remove it, period. It's not about comforting. It's about leveling. You get what I'm saying? We're not going to comfort ourselves into nobody else's level. We're going to level up. We're going to level. We're going to be the best version of ourselves. And if it's cutting off these people that are constantly dragging you in the mud, always calling you. And let me tell you something, guys. A person that is not supposed to be in your life, it just is not always the person that's judging and mean and a two-faced. I mean, that is deal breakers. But it's definitely also the person that's always calling to talk about how horrible their day is. Is the person always, you know, sending you videos and gossiping about other people. It's the person that, you know, they only have negative things to say. You can never find, this person can never say nothing positive about somebody. Like, it's just things like that. It's just so many different things. And don't overlook it. Just because a person is not a two-faced doesn't mean that they're a good person, you know? I'm getting a lot of, like, back head pain right now. And I feel like you guys have been really in your head about the people, the situations in your life, just everything. I feel like for 2022, pile number one, your higher self wants you to know that this year you're flushing the garbage. Like, you're flushing it all. Like, you're starting clean this year. I just had to let y'all know that. With the Nightmare Before Christmas, what does my pal's higher self want them to know? That you're definitely going to be healing from whatever has been hurting you, old insecurities, things that be in your head about your childhood, about how people hurt you, how people spoke to you. All of that is healing. All of it. We got here the Page of Pentacles. You guys are moving into a more career-oriented type of energy. More of me, and I'm loving it. Hello, we're all loving it here for my pal number one. Also, we have here the Six of Cups in the reverse. And, you know, it's like this brand new energy. I feel like what your higher self wants you to know is that you're going to be transforming your looks, your home. You probably get a new car. Some of you guys are going to get into a new treatment. Whatever it is, you guys are going to be having some really good improvements in your life. Especially when it comes to the physical, inner and outer. The Empress. Speaking your truth. Speaking your authenticity. You guys are going to be shining. And I feel like you're going to come out. Some of you guys were sheeps back in the day, I heard. And now you're wolves. Like, you're literal wolves. Like, you do not play about your energy, or you're getting into that. You're getting into this very selfish energy. And this in return is going to help you level up completely. I'm hearing, you know, boss from the ashes. Like, You know, I heard something about ramen noodles. Maybe you guys have been eating a lot of ramen noodles. Have something different in your diet. I don't know who had to hear that. I love me some ramen noodles, especially with some eggs. Ooh. Well, y'all don't know about that, but maybe some of y'all do. We have here, moving on. So, your higher self wants you to know that you're going to be moving on. You're going to be going through everything, just moving on. You want to fight me? I'm going to move on. You know, it's very peaceful. Like, even though I have this headache, this is you coming out of this mental confusion. You knowing, you know, your next step, your next path, your next movement, you know. Spiritual union in the reverse. You know, checking out those relationships in your life. Seeing the value. Seeing if they're adding. And if they're not, you're subtracting. And, you know, adding, guys, doesn't have to be that your friend takes you out on a shopping spree. Or your man buys you a 20K karat gold. You know, but it can be so. But it's not all about that. It's about what kind of positivity do they add in your life? What kind of love do they add in your life? And if there's none, it's not all about, you know, the physicals of the world, how they make you look, you know, what they wear, you know. It's more about what can they do for you when it comes to emotionally, spiritually, physically, anything, you know. What can they do? You have your partnerships and alliances in the reverse. Pile number 1, you are flushing the goddamn old. And I hear here that maybe people from your past are trying to snoop around and see what's going on because you're not a people pleaser anymore. I feel like some of you guys were heavy people pleasers, and now you're more stricter with your energy, and you feel like a bitch. You feel like a monster. But I'm here to tell you that that monster feeling is that revolution inside of you that's like, finally. And you just don't know how it feels yet because you've never done it. You know what I'm saying? When you start acting differently, it's going to feel differently, guys. You never acted like that before. Especially when you're trying to improve yourself or you're trying to set some boundaries. It's not going to feel nice in the beginning. You're going to feel like a horrible person. You're going to feel mean. You're going to feel selfish or cold, but that's the opening of the new chapter. Hello. We have here, what does my higher self have to know? 6 of Cups in the upright, Page of Swords in the reverse, and 4 of Coins. For a lot of you guys, pile number 1, your higher self wants you to know that one of the ways that you can literally make yourself feel better all the time is by pampering yourself, doing your nails, going for a walk, journaling, you know, writing down your thoughts, even if it's anything, guys. Not specifically having, you know, something to write about, you know, just writing about your thoughts, you know, all of that. Basically, that self-care for this group is definitely very essential for your self-esteem, for your mood, for everything. So, you know, different types of self-care for this group is needed. That's what your higher self wants you to know. And with the Page of Swords in the reverse, you know, refrain from giving yourself, like, giving too much of yourself, they're saying. And then we have here the 4 of Coins in the reverse. But don't have that energy with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we tend to give so much to others and then barely give to ourselves. Because it might make us feel like we're a good person or we're like, you know, really great. But in the reality, you know, it just leaves us left with the scraps, basically. Because, you know, believe it or not, the universe already has plans for everybody. So when you come out of your way to give the most out of yourself to somebody else, life looks at you and laughs and is like, okay, that's how you want to be. And then that's when your manifestations are in a pause. That's when everything is on hold, because it's like, you know, why are you giving so much then if you want it? Why are you giving it out if you want it? You know what I'm saying? So basically, the love that you want to receive in relationships, give it to yourself first and then watch the world turn like you. Like, you cannot try to walk into any type of situation, expecting that you're going to be treated any differently than how you treat yourself, guys. So basically, you guys are going to start stepping into becoming the driver in your life, you're going to be adding that value to you. You're not going to wait for anybody to add that value to you. That's what I see here. And I really love this reading. This reading, your higher self wants you to know that self-love is the answer. Yes, overall. Archangel Gabriel. See? Rest and rejuvenate. And then we have here storm warming in reverse. This is amazing. Really, really amazing. You guys are stepping into more calmer waters, more calmer days, more peaceful days, especially if you're leaving the trash in the trash. And you guys know what I mean about that. When you leave the trash in the trash, do you go check on it? No. So them old people from your life, deuces, we're not checking up on them. We're not texting them back. We're not calling them. Hello, we're moving forward. We're going after the things that matter in our lives, being consistent in our dreams, adding self-care routines in our lives, you know, working out, going for walks, you just adding that love into ourselves so that the right things, the right energy, the right people can just magnetically come towards us. I don't chase, I attract. You know, say it with me, period. With the last couple of cards here, we have here the Five of Swords in the reverse. And this is a very beautiful way of ending this reading. Well, not almost. Well, almost ending. But guys, the Five of Swords, when it's upright, you already know it's somebody taking advantage of something, somebody taking on too much. In the reverse, it's about somebody releasing, somebody standing up for themselves, somebody knowing their worth and taking advantage of the situation and take what they need in order to upgrade, in order to level up, learning the lessons and moving on. Next, you know, calling in next when you need to, period. And when I say calling in next when you need to, calling in next when it comes to a relationship, a friendship, a job, anything. Next, what is there to wait for? But yeah, Five of Swords in the reverse is really beautiful. You guys are not giving any people chances from the past. I feel like a lot of you guys are going to become very selfish with your energy, and your higher self wants you to know, do not feel like you're a bad person. Do not feel like whatever you're trying to do is, you know, negative or is going to hurt your heart chakra. It's not. We have here the King of Swords in the reverse. Wow. The King of... That's how true it is. FL. The King of Swords upright speaks on a king, a ruler that is very strict. And once it's in the reverse, it's like you are cold. You are out of here. You know, you look cold, but you probably are not. You guys are not. You guys are very empathetic. But I feel like you're going to be more stepping into that King of Swords energy. I don't know what people did to you. I don't know what they have said, but all I know is that your higher self wants you to isolate, be more in your energy, learn how to love yourself, learn how to be alone, how to enjoy your own company, how to have dates on your own. Guys, I'm going to be real. Never mind. I was going to say that I never had a date with myself, but now I'm thinking back, I have had dates by myself. Take a date by yourself. It's amazing. Period. And we have here the Six of Cups. So you guys are just going to be enjoying the littlest things, feeding your inner child, because I see children here, feeding your inner child, taking care of your own children if you have any. It's just going to be a very peaceful moment for you guys. 2022 is definitely bringing in a lot of peace, a lot of clarity, a lot of movement forward. Because when we go back to these energies, we're taking 3 steps back, believe it or not. Every time we recollect these old people that hurt us, we're taking 5 steps back all the time. So, moving forward, period. With the Moonology deck here today, we have here the energy is gaining momentum. And with the angel answers here, we have improving health. So I did earlier say that you guys are improving in some sort of health. Maybe you are healing, you know, healing from COVID, healing from anything. And I'm here to say that it's all going to be improving. Your life is going to be improving. The health will be improving. the energy is gaining momentum because you are giving clear signs of what you want in this lifetime. And the universe is doing the favor for you and shifting you and removing these old people. And yeah, that's all I see here. So thank you so much for clicking on this reading. That's all for today. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 2 with this rose quartz, what does your higher self want you to know? So let's start today with the, what is this called? The power deck? Yes, the power deck today. And we have my life is a mirror. Wow. Ooh, pile number 2. This is intense right here. Your intuition, your intuitive skills are going to be skyrocketing. Some of you guys are going to have to literally watch what you're thinking about because it's literally going to manifest right in front of your face. Literally. So fears out the door. Like all of the fears, everything that you feel like you're scared about or fearing, let it go. The opposite of fear is love. Add a loving energy into any fear that you have. I know, easier said than done. But I can tell you something. Once you tell your brain, once you have like a negative thought and you tell your brain, no, that's not true, it's over. You are in control. So that's all you have to think about. Oh, that's not true. That's it. Forget about it. The people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. Sheesh. Some of you guys are actually also going to be, cutting off some people as well. And I got that same energy for pile number 1, but there's a lot of cleaning that you have to do because your life, I'm not saying you guys are mirroring these other people, but I'm saying since your life is going to be becoming a mirror, you have to watch out the energies that you do not want in your life because then you're going to be attracting more of it. Instead, remove yourself from what you don't like, stepping into more of what you like. You know what I'm saying? My biggest, what is it? Tip for everybody on, like, especially if you're very anxious, if you think too much, if you constantly think about the negative by accident, the best way to do it is to, oh my God, guys, I just forgot what I was going to say. But I'm going to go back, though. I'm going to go back to that thought on the best way to remove yourself from thinking so hard is literally stop thinking about the things that you don't want to happen. Instead, think about the things that you want to happen, if you get what I'm saying. Like, for example, if you're going to go to a restaurant, you're like, oh my God, I'm so worried. I hope it's not packed. I hope it's not packed. Like, you're basically fearing that the restaurant is not packed. So when you go to the restaurant, guess what? It's going to be packed. So instead of going into the restaurant worrying about if it's going to be packed, go inside the restaurant thinking, oh, we're going to get out of here fast. We're going to get out of here fast. We're going to get out of here fast. Our food is going to be fresh and we're going to get out of here fast. And guess what? You're going to get out of there fast. Period. So it works a lot of times, guys. It works. Don't judge the magic till you try it. That's how true it is. The Magician in the reverse. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. And then we have here the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Definitely you guys moving on to better shifts and better things in your life. But also, with the Magician in the reverse, I can't help but tell you guys that you guys are going to be manifesting a lot. A lot of your manifestations are going to be coming in this year, 2022. So that's what your higher self also wants you to know. And this is a timeless reading, so it doesn't only have to be 2022. But yeah, you guys, but this is this year. So you guys are definitely going to be attracting a lot of your manifestations. If you had like things that you were writing in your journal, if you were like practicing magic on certain things, certain people, it's gonna be working. So yeah. We have here Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, the Moon upright, and then we have here the 7 of Cups in the reverse. Wow. It's like all these cups, it's like you're going to be bringing them to yourself. It's like the manifestations are going to be coming towards you. It's like this energy of you not being able to see it yet, but you're going to be there. Some of you guys are in a path right now that you're literally blinded. You maybe started a channel. You maybe started something different. Maybe you're trying to get into being an entrepreneur, your own boss, but it's like a path where you guys don't see the next milestone. You can't see the next achievement, but I'm here to I'm already here to tell you, if you already have the achievement in your head, you already got it. A lot of us, the thing with a lot of us, we might think that that car is too luxurious to have. The house is too big for me. The house is too expensive. The shoes are too expensive. And we put all these goddamn limits on ourselves, right? We make things seem, the things in the material world that we're here living in, we make it seem like they're impossible to obtain. And so they become impossible to obtain. When you think something is so hard to get, it's going to be hard to get. Unless you tell yourself, everything that I desire, I already have it. I already have everything I desire. Everything I desire is already mine. Things like that. When you step into that type of mentality, guys, the world is yours. Period. We have here the 7 of Wands. Again. Okay. The drama, the chaos, I feel like it's all out the window for you guys. I feel like all of the things of the humans and the world, it's like over for you guys. You guys are more in this optimistic, go-getter, dreamy, being the best version of myself type of energy. And I'm loving this. I love this. And I want to add a sprinkle to that to everybody because, you know, the improvement in your life always starts with you. Doesn't start with a shiny armor prince coming and rescuing you. No. You better get up and rescue yourself because that person not coming to you rescue you. I mean, for some people, they're lucky enough to get a prince. But, and I'm not saying that you can't have a prince. Everybody can have their own prince or princess, whatever, queen, king. But the point here, guys, is that the treatment you want from others starts with you. The life you want starts with you. It all starts with you. And self-love, period. We have here the 6 of Cups in the reverse. You have people from your childhood, pile number 2, that are wishing to be near you again, are wishing to be in your energy. They wish that they can see this grand finale in your life. They wish that they can see this big next step. I told you guys, some of you guys are really, really, you move through social stigmas. You move through social, like, you know, things that try to hold you back. You just move past it, guys. Literally, you're this fool. You're like, you see how he's in the corner of that hill. He know he could trip and fall, but he don't care. He gon' flex like that. He gon' stand like that. You know what I'm saying? Some of you guys are just living your best life. Your higher self wants you to know. Put yourself out there. Put your creativity out there. Put your business out there. Because if you don't, then who will? If you don't start moving towards your dreams, you want to be famous, and you got to put yourself out there. MTV is not going to come knocking on your door like, hey, let's make you famous. Like, they're not. Or maybe, you know, it could happen. You know, you could go to the supermarket and somebody finds you attractive and they're like, hey, you want to be in my movie? It could happen. But, guys, when it's not moving, when you don't see things like that happening to you, give the sign. Give the first sign. Give the first move, you know? We have here the strength. Wow. You guys are so strong. I feel like as somebody that has just been told, oh, you're too crazy, or you're thinking you are not realistic, you know. And to me, it's ridiculous when people say, oh, you're not realistic. What is realistic? What is real? Please, what is real in this world? You guys are just going. You're carrying, even through the mud. I feel like you guys are going through your dreams, even with the bad things thrown at you behind your back. Like, you're still going through it. And this in return is really going to help you out. You guys are going to be this Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Devil in the reverse. Removing those chains. Removing the chains from the people that wanted to set you back. All these needles. Removing these needles from your back. You know, removing what does no longer serve you. Does no longer serve your purpose. I had to tell myself, if I love somebody, but they're not doing absolutely nothing to show me that they love me back, then I have to remove myself. I don't care what happened in the past. I don't care what they did in the past. If in the now you're not serving, if you are not, you know, and I told my last pile what it means when other people are not adding to your table. Is it physical? Is it money? Is it... No, it can be as little as attention. Everybody has their standards when it comes to love and, you know, their boundaries and stuff. And it's different. But, you know, they should all be respected, you know. If my deal breaker is somebody not giving me enough attention, even if in a friendship or in a marriage, I don't care if they're drop dead gorgeous or the best, you know, person to have a conversation with, but if they're not supporting me, if they're not being a shoulder to cry on, you know, why are they there, you know? The Devil in the reverse. You guys, your higher self wants you to know that nothing else is going to hold you back. No more negative things are going to be holding you back from now on. Right now, you are your only competitor. Your higher self wants you to know you are your only competitor. So what are you going to do? Don't look at the sides. Don't look at what Thingy is doing, what Mrs. is doing, what people in your same category are doing. You're not doing that. You can be inspired. Period. You can be inspired. But you guys are just going to be shifting more on who are you, on who you want to be, on who you're out to be, period. Like, literally. This is really great improvement for this pile overall. We have here firm foundation. Your higher self wants you to know that you're on the path of building your own foundation. You are already on the path of building your firm foundation. Some of you guys are going to go to Switzerland. I heard some of you guys are going to go to Egypt. I don't know. I just heard that. Mental conflict in the reverse. See, I got mental conflict for the last pile. And I keep telling pile number 2 to go back to pile number 1. But this mental conflict, your higher self wants you to know that you're finally moving into peace of mind. You are healing. You are removing the traumatic bonds. You're realizing that people's actions have 100% to do with their own lives and nothing with you. So if they called you out of your name, they're talking about themselves. I don't care if it doesn't match with what they just said, but they're talking about themselves. And mental conflict in the reverse is like, you guys are just going to be in full bliss. Bliss of life, happiness, knowing your destiny, knowing your worth, knowing where you're headed. You know, being there for yourself, even if it means you got to be the chef, the healer, you know, if you got to be all those type of people for yourself in your life, then be it, period. What does my pal's higher self want them to know? To keep going, keep being consistent in whatever you're doing, pal number 2, because it's definitely going to bring you some sort of a success, money, fame. It's gonna do it. So keep being consistent. Don't look back. They're saying don't look back into the past. Your life is headed for transformation with the Death upright. Your life right now is not gonna be the same at the end of this year. Just letting you know, it's not. We have here the 10 of Wands, and it's breaking from the skull. You know, releasing all of the thoughts that you can't control, releasing the things that you can change. You guys are going to be removing all the things that are hurting your head, hurting your brain, hurting your peace. Anything that's hurting your peace, anything that makes you think too much, anything that makes you anxious is not for you. That's all I'm getting here. We have here the Sun and the upright. The Sun. Happiness, bliss. What did I just say? You guys are just stepping into a pool of amazing life. Maybe some of you guys are going to be getting in a pool this year, you know. getting on vacation, I heard. But a lot of you guys are going to be, your higher self wants you to know that you're going to be transforming your looks. You're going to be looking way hotter. You're going to be looking better. Your life itself is going to look fantastic from the sidelines, from the outside looking in, period. The yin and the yang, it's a perfect balance of, you know, feminine and masculine energy with this group. You guys are definitely succeeding when it comes to the spiritual journey. And this spiritual journey, much more being a journey with you. A journey in your self-discovery and your self-love and all of that. Angel of strength in the reverse. Learning how to become that lion in your life. You know, having that balance between this person and the lion, you know. You see that person, but if you want to see the lion, you can see it too. That's what I'm getting here. With the last couple of cards here, pile number 2, we have here the Arise. You guys are going to be stepping into the Arise, the unknown, your full potential, the path that you cannot see. It's like they're hiding your next... It's like the universe is hiding the next chapters in your life. They want to make it like a surprise. But even so, you're going to be surprised. You're going to have a lot of surprises this year when it comes to your home, your finances, and you. You guys are going to definitely glow up with this group. I got that, especially with the Queen of Cups here in the last couple of cards. Definitely a beautiful glow up. You guys are going to start getting some hair extensions, start fixing that wardrobe, but all of it is just going to make you glow. Overall, this self-love, this self-care, this self-development is just going to help you glow. Justice. You're going to finally receive the justice that you've been waiting for, the justice in your life, the justice, you know, for overcoming the hurt, overcoming those that hurt you, overcoming the hate, the bullying. You guys are all going to be receiving your justice. A lot of people are going to be paying their karma for hurting you. Had to say that last minute, pile number 2. But that's what it seems here. A lot of people are going to have to sit and watch you glow and live better than them as their karma. And that's what I got here for the last couple of cards. But definitely self-improvement. That's what your higher self wants you to know. They want to let you know, don't worry about it. Don't worry about anything. Don't worry about the next step. Just be happy. Be grateful. Be in the now. And love you. We have here, step out of your comfort zone with the Moonology deck today. So you definitely are going to be trying different things, different hairstyles, different like, you know, body exercises, different workout protein shakes. You're just going to be dabbling into different things of self-care, you know, financial freedom, financial health, health books, you know what I'm talking about, books. You're going to be reading books. And for the last card here with the angel answers, don't stop. Don't stop with the self-improvement. Don't stop with the self-love. Don't stop with, you know, being consistent in your goals and your dreams. Being consistent with you. Trying to make yourself a better version of you. Don't stop. So that's all for today. Really beautiful reading. I love this one. But that's all for today. Bye, guys. So for my viewers that picked pile number 3, off the bat, I just have to let you guys know, if you were attracted to pile number 1, go back. Because for your power card today, we have here, the point of power is always in the present moment. The past is over and done and has no power over me. I can begin to be free in this moment. Okay, so for you guys are going to be developing more inner spiritual strength when it comes to living in the moment, when it comes to releasing the past, releasing the garbage, releasing the things that don't serve you. You're going to be becoming more and more stronger. And when I mean that, I mean you're going to be a stronger cutter when it comes to people, energies, and just things that don't matter in your life. And I know I'm heavy on the cutting, guys. Heavy. Because the power is all within you. You know, the power, you have it. The power to shift, to move, to show the universe what you actually want. It's all within you guys. You know, there's no waiting around. It is possible, because I've been in situations where I wanted people to leave my life like really badly, and you know, God just removes them for me. But sometimes we just gotta take the scissors ourselves. You get what I'm saying? What does your higher self want you to know, though? We have here the Five of Swords in the upright. That the people that once hurt you, the things that once, like, ruined you, will ruin you again if you give it the time of day again, if you give it the energy again. So with the Four of Cups in the reverse, it's like starting fresh, starting in a new direction for my pile number 3, starting to become more selfish, more in hermit mode, more in isolation, more in I'm not going to fall for your tricks and games. Once a sucker, always a sucker. I'm not going to say that. People change. But not in your relationship. Pile number 3. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Hello. You know, your higher self wants you to know, don't worry about these people from the past. They're already scared of you, pile number 3. For a lot of you guys, a lot of people from your past are scared of you for some reason. Maybe because they know they know how you get, or they know that you know certain things that will really ruin their life. So, I don't know. Some of you guys have some juicy, what is that, gossip on other people. And maybe some of these people are scared about that because you know a secret of theirs. But regardless, that's like a different energy for somebody else. You know, your higher self wants you to know right now that it's not awful to think about yourself first. It's not wrong to think about your benefit first. It's not. As long as you're not hurting anybody on your way there, that you're not being rude, that you're not being mean, you're not hurting anybody's feelings. 8 of Wands upright. So a lot of fast changes in your life. You guys are going to be moving. If you guys wanted to move, you're going to be moving. If you wanted to leave a job, you're going to leave a job. If you guys just wanted a new car, a new vehicle, it's going to be coming in. Maybe like in 8 weeks, 8 days. We have here the Ace of Swords upright and then the Ace of Wands. A lot of creativity will be coming in. Pile number 3, your higher self wants you to know, don't feel like you are not as creative because you don't get the best ideas or whatnot. You know, hello, how many McDonald's and Burger Kings are across the street from each other? And they both make money. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, you might want to get into a field that everybody is doing. And I'm here to tell you that just because everybody's doing what you're doing does not make it like regular. It does not make it like basic, and it doesn't make you a copycat or a follower. It just is something that called you, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to go around it. You know, if you love what you do, then you already won. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people doing things that they don't want to do, that they don't like, you know. But you guys, your higher self wants you to know that you're not going to be stepping into things that you like more. You're going to be stepping into your dreams confidently, your goals confidently. You're going to have it like that. You're going to shine in your own way. Like, you know, I have a braider. I'm going to use her story as an example because this is a really big example. So my braider, she was telling me that basically she didn't have enough for rent, like things were moving slow, and that she was looking for another partner to work at her at the shop so that she can have enough money to pay the rent. I'm like, okay, so you're a braider. Let's get a lash tech right here. She said, oh no, I can't. And I'm like, why? Because the salon owner from next door came into my shop and told me, oh, you better not get a lash tech because I already have a lash tech. Guys, my heart sank through my freaking booty. I was like, are you serious? Like, are you serious not gonna get your money because the person next door... I love you, Carolina, if you're watching this. I love you, but I had to tell your story because this is too funny to me. And I was like, but, you know, my braider, she just has a really, really big heart. She has a really big heart. I adore her for that because she really is a person with a big heart. She basically said that she didn't want no competition with the store owner and the shop owner next door. And because she wouldn't like it if the shop owner next door will have a braider as well. I'm like, okay, she can have a braider too. But is the braider going to braid like you? No. And I told her, if you have a lash tech at your shop, they're going to bring their own customers. It's not like she's going to be stealing the customers from the next shop. Regardless of it all, I told my braider, you know how many barbershops are across of other barbershops? Do you know how many Burger Kings, McDonald's, Shake Shacks, In-N-Out we have? Burger places? Are you serious? So you telling me, like, oh, it's like, for example, you open up a grocery store next to another grocery store, and then the grocery store owner is like, oh, you can't sell chips here because I sell chips. Like, what? I was like, listen, you have to do what you have to do for you, regardless of how it's going to make people feel. If she wants to go get a braider the next day, then let her get a braider, but I bet you they're not going to braid like you. It doesn't matter. So she's like, no, I wouldn't want that to be done to me. I'm like, I understand you, but I wanted to open her mind more into, like, you know, removing herself from other people's emotions, guys. Not everybody is going to like us. Not everybody is going to want the best for us. It's no. A smiling face is not always a good one. You know what I'm saying? Not anybody can wrinkle their face into a smile and act like they're the nicest thing on earth. You know what I'm saying? And do I believe the shop owner in the next to her is a hater? 100%. Yes. How are you going to tell another business owner how to run their business and what not to do? You know what I'm saying? When she's the one paying the rent for the shop. But do you guys get what I'm saying, though? Removing your values from those other people. You know, removing, you know, what you think is right because other people think is right. No. If you think something is wrong, and that's it. And if the people you love, if your family does not agree on it, then that's their problem. That's their own ideologies that they have to work through, heal traumas that they have to heal. You know, we're all healers, but we ain't God. Okay? We can relieve people from mental chaos and relieve people from, you know, stress and, you know, thinking bad about themselves, but that's all we can do. We cannot go out here and literally make the changes for the people. Literally change minds. We can't. I heard something really fantastic in a book that I read. If you pick 10 people and give everybody a mango, everybody's going to have at least a different taste of the mango. Not everybody's going to get the same mango. Not everybody's going to have the same sweet, tender. You get what I'm saying? So that's how opinions and life works. Not everybody is going to agree with you. Not everybody is going to think about the same thing. But it's not our job to change anybody's mind. Did I try to change my braider's mind that day? And to not believe in what the other person said? Yes, I tried goddamn hard because I love her. I love her and I want the best for her and I want her to be stable and I want her business to grow. So I was like, yeah, like you need to get whoever is available for you. You know, you need to do what's best for you, even if it's bothering the person next to you. You know what I'm saying? So I tried, but did I win? No. My braider is still in her thoughts. She thinks that, no, she cannot get a lash tech at her shop because the shop owner next door said no. To me, it's ridiculous. But I love you still, girl. I love you. But I had to let people know, like, you cannot depend on what other people want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, who has to pay the rent for that shop? Her. Not the person next door yapping their mouth about what is acceptable and what's not in these streets. Like, come on, please, give me a break. Hello? Look at this. Not fearing what other people got to say about your goddamn wand, your goddamn nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, pound number 3, we're going to be shifting into that more. I don't care. I'm going to take what I need. I'm going to do what I got to do. And if I'm a bad person for doing me, for taking on for what's for me, then let it be. But I'm not going to hold myself in pain and mental confusion and anguish and stress because you think I'm a bad person for putting myself first. That's it, pound number 3. The sun. Bringing the happiness to you. Putting the light in your eyes. Living in the present moment. Making the life that you want yours. Regardless of how others are going to feel. Because one thing for sure, one thing for certain is that people are always out here looking for a way to be offended. I read this in my book, Spiritual Solutions. I love this part when it said, you know, people are always looking out to be offended. Hello? Look at everything around us. and even cancel culture for some of us. But, you know, cancel culture actually does this thing. Let me be honest. There's a lot of people that, you know, don't deserve to have platforms. But, you know, people are always trying to be offended. And for some of us, sometimes our success offends people secretly, and we don't even know that. You know, there's so many things people try to get offended by all the time. And it's not our job. What if I tell you it's not our job to make everybody satisfied with us? It's not our job to make everybody like us. I think I heard this from a tarot reader. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was 12th House Tarot. I don't remember it. But it's not about blending. It's about it's not about blending in with the crowd. It's about getting in with the people that actually go with you. The people that actually support you, that think like you, that uplift you, that, you know, make you do better for yourself, that make you compete with yourself and to higher, into leveling up. We have here the 10 of Cups in the reverse. And then we have here the 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. You know, you guys are just going to be bringing the happiness. And this in return is going to bring more financial freedom for you guys. It's going to release you guys from energies that are not belonging, nothing. When I started working on myself in my dreams, that's when a lot of the people in my life started being very disinterested in me. I had, you know, people walking out of my life. I had people thinking that I had changed. People thinking that I was, you know, cold because I didn't want to deal with their attitudes anymore because I was setting boundaries. So then, you know, I was the person that changed. I was the one that was feeling cocky. But in reality, it was just that I was at a point in my life where I valued my peace. I valued me more. I valued the things that I honor to the point where I'm not going to settle. And now I live a really great life, you know. I don't have much people in my circle, but I have a lot of people rooting for me, and that's enough, you know. We have here financial and material changes, solitude, and then we have here movement, choices, and decisions. Wow, this is very beautiful. Pile number 3, you have a lot to look forward to. Your higher self wants you to know that a lot of changes are going to be happening in your favor. You guys are going to start home businesses, or your home businesses is going to be going up. You're going to find yourself more in the solitude energy, though, focusing on yourself, leveling up, meditating. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this solitude is essential for you and your movement, choice, and decisions. It's essential for you because your energy, you're not giving it out as much. So all of that energy that you have, ideas, you know, everything is just going to be for yourself, and it's going to actually push you to greater levels. I love the push. When you love yourself, you push yourself because you want more for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You want more. You want the finest things, you know, so you push yourself because that's what you want. That's what you expect out of yourself. A lot of you guys are going to be writing down goals. Some of you guys are going to be going to Mexico this year. You know, have fun at your trip, I heard. You know, a lot of you guys are going to be planting more seeds. Some of you guys are going to get married, I heard. Ooh, your higher self wants you to know that you're going to get married this year. Some of you guys are going to sign a contract for a new home. And I feel for some of you guys, if you have a home already, you guys are going to start planting. You're going to start like having like little hobbies, like maybe cooking, planting, recording yourself cooking, something like that, guys. Something about food, something about agriculture. You guys have a lot of flowers in your new garden, or you're going to have a new garden. I just see a lot of like amazing things happening for you guys, especially that your higher self wants you to know, to educate yourself. Read some books they want to tell you, your higher self. If some of you guys have been reading, good. There's a lot of knowledge in books, honestly. A lot of you guys are going to be getting some new jewelry. Wow. That's what your higher self wants you to know. And we have here the 4 of Cups. But continue to be selfish with your energy. Continue to keep the values that you have very close to you. Your boundaries intact. The Hierophant in the reverse gives me the sense of somebody that is, you know, working on that balance in their life, working on that give and take, working on how much energy they give out and how much energy that they keep for themselves. The Hierophant also, if you had any court issues, any child support, any loans, any like debt, any like anything that had to do with the court system, justice system, money system, you guys are going to be forgiven. A lot of student loans are going to be forgiven for this pile. That's what your higher self wants you to know. So, wow, congratulations on that. I'm really happy for you guys. You know, we have here the Hermit. So, yeah, a lot of you guys are going to be isolating, manifesting, making your dream life. Some of you guys are just, you know, want to be alone. I feel like a lot of you guys appreciate your energy alone for some reason. You rather be alone now. I don't know. That's what I'm getting here. A lot of you guys rather be alone. Or will be alone once you cut off the people in your life that do not believe in you, that don't believe, that don't support, that don't add, that every time you bring up your business, they turn around, they change the subject, they suck their teeth. I don't know. They are very negative. That's my biggest pet peeve. A person that always has something negative to say, which, you know, me, sometimes I can be a little bit like that. But hey, my Capricorn isn't moon. I'm a little bit realistic, you know? Like, I really don't like spontaneous things. Like, for example, I had bought a new tank for my turtle. Like, a really big tank. And my boyfriend brings 3 fishes out of the pet store. And I'm like, excuse me, sir, what are you doing? He's like, come on, they're just fishes. Stop being boring. Come on. Da da da. Guys, the fishes dirtied the tank. Because, you know, Benji, my turtle, he's still really small, so he doesn't really dirty the tank as much. But when I tell you, when he put them 3 fishes in my tank, mind you, we had a filter and all, it was over. It was over. And not only so, 2 of the fishes already died. Literally in less than 4 days, 2 of the fishes died. Just to let you know that sometimes you know things by just knowing them. If you know you're not supposed to, if you look at something, somebody invites you somewhere and you're like, I don't want to go there. You don't go. Don't go. Do yourself the favor, trust your intuition, and don't go. I've been trusting my intuition more when it comes to going out, doing things, being around certain people. I'd be like, no, I'm not in the mood today to see anybody. You know, it's just knowing that. But constantly, some of us get, you know, it's not all about being negative, but sometimes, you know, we have to be realistic. You know, if you already know the answer, some of you guys are intuitive, meaning you know the answer already. I be telling my boyfriend that, like, I already know what's going to happen, so why are you doing this? Like, it's not going to work out. And then he still goes through it, and it doesn't work out. But I always try, guys. My hardest, I always try to think about the positive beforehand. Always. But it's like, I can't help it. I already know it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's like that for you guys. But if people don't believe you, like my braider, just let it go. Love them. But you can't change anybody's minds, pile number 3. One thing about it, we cannot change people's minds. Like, we really can't. That's one thing about it. 2 things for sure. We have here, 1st chakra, Archangel Michael. So, and then we have 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, and hostilities in reverse. So, yeah, all of that going hard for people, going hard to get your point across, going hard for people to listen to what you got to say, it's all out the door. Your higher self says that. Your higher self is so high that you're not even going to want to argue anymore. You're gonna feel like there's no point in arguing. There's no point in giving your point of view because everybody is gonna have their own. And it's not your job to change anybody's mindset or opinion or point of view, period. Like, being mature is realizing that you don't always have to argue back when people believe or say certain things about you. Like, you don't always have to fight back when people always, want to get out of character with you. Like, you don't have to get out of character with them. Like, maturing realizes that not everybody needs a reaction. Sometimes the reaction they need is, gotta go. That's literally my reaction. You guys sit here. I don't know what you're doing. Sitting, walking, working out, laying down. I don't know. But you guys, me, I'm literally like, gotta go. That's literally my new thing right now. Like, oh, you want to talk about my weight? Gotta go. You want to talk about what I'm doing right now? Gotta go. Like, anything that just doesn't sound right to me, gotta go. That's it. And I feel like that's your energy. With the last couple of cards here, we have, again, the Hermit. But then, next to the Star. And then the Three of Swords. You guys, your higher self wants you to know that the hurt, the pain, the isolation, the loneliness that you felt is all shaping the star within you. Shaping that boss. Shaping that magnetic human being, that healer, this amazing person that you are, guys. This is just shaping you. Your circumstances, your situationships, whatever, your relationships, the dramas that you've been in, the fights. It was all to shape the star within you, especially with this Three of Swords upright and this Hermit in the reverse. You know, your isolation is definitely going to be the key factor in your healing. So continue to isolate. Continue, because when these people see the new you with your new crowd, they're going to be like, oh, wait a minute, who's this? Who's this? A lot of people are not going to recognize you in this a new persona, pile number 3. So that's what I'm getting here. With the Moonology deck today, we have, look at the bigger picture. You guys are going to be looking at the bigger picture, looking at the bigger goals. What did I say? You're not going to be reacting to situations and things that don't matter. With the angel answers, choose a new direction. Definitely, you're going to be focusing on this new direction in your life, this new self-centered direction. And being self-centered is not a bad thing until you don't respect other people's emotions or feelings, or don't respect people at all. Being self-centered is nothing wrong unless you respect others. There's nothing wrong with loving yourself too much. Okay, guys? So that's all that I'm getting here. Thank you so much for clicking on this reading. Bye, guys. So for the viewers that picked pile number 4 with this black tourmaline, let's see here. What does your higher self want you to know? We have here, it is safe to look within as I move through the layers of other people's opinions and beliefs. So you guys are going to be confidently trusting your intuition. And if you were attracted to pile number 3, go back. But it's a sense of you trusting your intuitions about events, things, you know. If you're going somewhere and you don't feel good, you know, you're going to be trusting that. You're going to be trusting your body, trusting how you feel, trusting of your thoughts as well, even if they're negative. Sometimes, you know, we try always to block the negative thoughts, but, you know, it's also sometimes good to, when you have like a really disgusting thought or whatever you want to call it, you know, to ask why, to go deeper into why am I thinking about this? Why am I thinking like that? You know, maybe is your intuition trying to tell you something, you know? What does your higher self want you to know? We have here the World in the reverse, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Empress upright. You guys are going to be making the world yours with this Empress. You guys are going to be moving into more self-love, self-healing, putting more energy into projects and little things that you got going on in your life, being businesses, projects, your music, your acting abilities, anything. You guys are definitely going to be leaving behind the things that don't add anything to you, your life. I feel like your past as well is going to be left in the past. But a lot of growth. Your higher self wants you to know that you're going to make some really big growth this year in 2022. So continue to be consistent and continue to trust within. We have here the Empress again. 8 of Cups upright, and then we have the 2 of Swords. You're finally seeing beyond the veil. You're finally seeing people for who they are. You're finally seeing people and things and situations and your family for who they really are. It's like an awakening within you, like an epiphany about your life. It's like waking up and realizing that your whole life is a lie, that your parents lied to you your whole time. You're everybody. That's for some of you guys. For a lot of you guys, Your higher self wants you to know to not worry about any traveling movements or any movements whatsoever to move. It will be happening. It will be coming in. Your higher self also wants you to know, don't worry about no fake people in your life, because I feel like everybody has left. Judgment in the reverse. They're all spying from the sidelines, so it cannot hurt you. Their energy, their evil eye cannot hurt you anymore. You guys are protected, pile number 4. That's what your higher self wants you to know. With the justice and the upright, a lot of people in your past have paid for their karma already, pile number 4. So, yeah. The hangman in the reverse. See? They can't even see you in this enlightened energy anymore. They can't see the next big thing, the next big step of your life. They can only watch. They can only be viewers. With the justice upright, yeah, these people met their match. These people are in cycles now. The people that hurt you, pile number 4. I don't know. I got, like, people probably hurt you. Maybe old friends, old family members that hurt you. They're finally getting their justice. And they're watching and they're seeing you. The Chariot in the reverse. So definitely movement happening with this pile. Maybe like in the middle of the year, I heard. Page of Cups in the reverse. A lot of you guys are refraining from giving your energy to others. You know, I feel like a lot of you guys are in this solo, lonely energy, especially with this Hermit. You're like trying to come up with a plan on your life. Like you're literally having vision boards, manifestations, journals, candles. You're trying to make your life. Like I heard somebody writing down what kind of car they want to drive, what kind of house they want, apartment, everything. With the 2 of Wands, I see here much expansion happening, much of you going towards the things that you want in your life. If it's unreachable for you, you're going to try to make it reachable. It's like something about being a go-getter and making it happen for themselves, being self-made. A lot of you guys might be self-made millionaires, or you're on your way there. We have here discontent and boredom. Your higher self wants you to know to not get bored when you are in your lonely energy. Don't feel like, you know, don't let loneliness lead you to let the trash back into the house, if you get what I'm saying. Do not let people from your past come back. It's like giving them the gun again to shoot you again with this shadow. Instead, your higher self is begging you to enjoy the energy, enjoy your own company, work on your shadow, work on the things that you think you need to change about you and about your values, about yourself. With the universe in the reverse, the universe is working in your favor and trying to connect you into your intuitive skills so that you guys could know the path that you're in, make better decisions, be there for yourself, add that value to you. You know, not letting people, you know, dictate how they're going to treat you or leave you behind. You knowing people for who they are, you picking the right people in your circle, all of that. I told my other pals, that discontent and boredom will really have you thinking that you're missing out on past people. Do not go back. I am an example here for everybody in this world. Everybody that I have cut off in my life, I've given them a chance. Everybody. Maybe not people from 2020, because 2020 was a different year for me. I gave no chances to nobody because that was the year that I recollected old friends. At the same time, around 2019, that's when I recollected a lot of old friends, right? A lot of old people, right? 2020. Oh my God, I keep forgetting that I'm in 2022 now. I keep thinking it's 2021 still. But guys, everybody that I gave a chance, they showed me the same thing. The same attitude, the same competitiveness. You would think that it'll take 3 years for people to grow. You cannot dictate when a person grows at all. I don't know. Maybe you guys went back with an ex. Maybe they're the best thing ever right now. Good for you. But for a lot of us, picking up old things, bring the older back. We want new. Let's go towards the new. Let's go towards the people that value the new. that know the new. You know what I'm saying? Not people from our past that already hurt us, know the old us, that judge us from our past, judge us from who they thought or who they knew us to be. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about that. The Emperor. Shifting in that boss energy. Six of Swords, moving away from the things that you can no longer change, even if it's mental things that you have in your mind. We have here the Ten of Pentacles here in the reverse, but I love it because it just shows to me a lot of stability. You guys are not even going to be holding back. Even if it's your own family members that you don't agree with, you're going to be cutting them off. Like pile number 4, you're going to be really shifting into this Emperor Aries energy, like fiery, very onto the new, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm really proud of you guys, because I was the type of person to think that I'm missing out on things, you know, because of people in my past. I thought I was missing out on things, because social media, the worst killer right now in this lifetime is social media. Social media makes people think that they're missing out on a whole bunch, and little do they know that it's like a fucking glacier. It's like a glacier. Is it a glacier? Like when you see the front of it, but you don't know the depth of it, meaning you don't even know what these people are going through. You don't even know what that person had to go through to get them shoes or have them red bottoms. You don't even know what that person had to go through to get to that vacation. You don't know. You can just see the happy smiles, the nice bikini photos on Instagram and on Facebook, but you don't really know what's going on. You be watching these friend groups having the time of their lives, family members enjoying their holidays, and little do you know that those family members don't even like each other. Little do you know that friend group, they talk shit about each other every day. You know, it's so easy to want things because of the eye points of view. The eye has a way of giving wrong illusions to us. The eye can be a killer. Yes, illusions. There's illusions all over this goddamn world. And an example with that can be when you see people when you, for example, you're dating and you see somebody that looks like they have money, but they absolutely don't have not even a home under their name. They have absolutely nothing under their name. You know, that's an illusion. That's a lot of the illusions that a lot of people play in social media, unfortunately. And you guys are just not going to be dealing with that. You're not going to care. You're like, oh, you got $1 million yesterday? Good for you. Are we going to be friends again? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? It's like you guys are just going to have some standards. Your higher self is wanting to let you know that don't feel guilty for these standards. Yo, your standards could be high up in the roof. And who cares? Who cares? Wow. Cornucopia in the reverse. Archangel Raphael and then attachment upright. You know, you guys are going to be releasing this attachment to the things that, you know, the material things in this world. You're going to be losing the attachment of giving a fuck about what other people have in their own lives. When you realize that not everybody has it the same. Not everybody has to work the same. Not everybody, you know, has the opportunities that everybody has. It's like this energy of this realization that if you don't love what you got, comparison is going to be your biggest killer. So your higher self wants you to know that the comparison, leave it away. The attachments to these old energies, leave it away. When you start thinking about the good times that you had with a person from your past, start thinking about why you cut them off. Start thinking about the times that they made you cry and made you feel horrible. Start thinking about those times as well. That's how I move. Believe it or not, I miss my old best friends. I do. I really do. We had a lot of great times, and I wish them the best in life, always. I have so much love for everybody in my past because I have a lot of good memories with them. But would those good memories make me want to go back to them? No. Because when I also remember those good memories, I always try to remind myself why the hell it wasn't healthy, you know? So always reminding yourself, you know, why, you know? With the last couple of cards here, we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. Yes, adding that worth to yourself, not letting people add the worth to you. The people that you party with, the people that you hang out with, not letting them add the value to you, but if not, you adding the value to them. You adding the value to the whole situation. You being this Queen of Pentacles upright. because next to the Three of Cups, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is talking about people that take advantage of you, people that try to ruin your light because they can't see theirs, or ruin your light because they want to take some of it. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of isolation with this group, a lot of you cutting off people that you thought were gonna be there forever. You know, a lot of us, we imagine our lives with these people. We've imagined the final result with all the people that we love, and then when we get here, we realize that it was a good thought, but it ain't happened. I know everybody does that. Everybody thinks about their future with the people that they have in their life. But, you know, then you get to this point and you're like, well, I was wrong. A lot of these people that I was thinking about, like, that was going to end up in my future, ended up in my past. And that's fine. You guys are going to be becoming more decisive. Your higher self wants you to know more decisive. You're going to be making more decisions clearly, easier. You're not going to party as much, I heard, for this year. I feel like you're going to be definitely focused on yourself. I heard a lot of you guys are quitting drinking and quitting smoking. I heard for pile number 4, your higher self wants to let you know that congratulations on that, on releasing the dependence on items and stuff. And becoming a better version of yourself. So your higher self is definitely very proud of you now, because your higher self knows that the you right now is the reason why they are the way they are right now. Well, your higher self. Basically, your efforts right now is it's gonna create that higher version of yourself. So they're already looking down, really proud of you and your accomplishments already. And maybe you do need to still cut a little bit more off in your life, but you're on your way there. And that's all. We have here with the Moonology deck, your hard work is paying off. And then what the angel answers we have here, communicate clearly. You guys are going to be communicating clearly when it comes to your manifestations, what you want out of this lifetime, your journals, your vision boards, all of that. And with your hard work is paying off, that consistency within yourself, your project, your relationships, you is going to be working out. You've been working out, you're going to see the results. You've been eating healthy, you're going to see the results. It's like all the work that you've been putting into yourself, even if it's the shadow work, you're going to see. Your intuition is going to be on fire, period. So much improvement for this group. Really proud of you guys. But that's all for today. Thank you so much for clicking on my reading. Bye, guys.